Ahmed Base, line 45, Sugya 2, which is the Sugya about Pater B'dinei Adam v'Chayav B'dinei Shemayim. Remember that one? Me neither. Okay. Tanya, Amar Rabbi Yeshua said, Nabraisa. Abba Devarim, there are four things, there are four things that a person who commits these things is exempt in, based in, down here, but has to pay for it up in Himmel. I remember it. Okay, so and he is chayiv up in Shemayim. What does that practically mean? It means that based in cannot enforce anything with regard to this, but based in Shemayim they will still take it out from him. The Elohein, what are the four things? If a person breaks the fence before his friend's animal, then of course the animal gets out and causes damage. Okay? Or if someone bends his friend's grain, wheat or whatever, in front of a fire, and then causes it to get damaged. We're going to explain all these soon. If someone hires false witnesses to testify, so if Reuven hires two witnesses to say that Shimon owes Levi $100, then Reuven is chayiv in Shemayim, but Pater in Beistin. And if someone knows a testimony about his friend to help his friend out, or any person, and doesn't testify. We're going to explain all of these now. Line 48, bottom of the page. The master explained, if someone breaks the fence in front of his friend's animal, and then the animal gets out and causes damage, then he is going to be chayiv in Shemayim, but Pater down here. Why? Because this is a concept of grama, concept you need to know about. Will come out on the test. Grama is indirect cause of damage. Indirect. I break down the fence, but the fence didn't cause the damage. The animal got out and caused the damage. Therefore, I indirectly caused the animal to be able to damage. That's why I'm Pater in B'dinei Adam. You can only be held chayiv in Beis Din if you actually directly cause the damage. Okay, so now we have to understand what exactly is this case. Heichi! Dummy. What exactly is the case? The bottom line. If you're going to say that it's talking about where the fence was broken was a nice, healthy, strong wall, but Dinei Adam, he should even be chayiv down here. So he's going to be chayiv for the fence itself. Okay? One second, just change the page, turn the page. Ella, so he wouldn't be Pater B'dinei Adam in that case. So Ella, because of Re'ua, we're on the next Amud. It must be speaking about with a fence that would have fallen down anyway. A koisel Re'ua. And that's why he's Pater B'dinei Adam, because it would have fallen down anyway. We're actually not talking about the animal now. We're talking about the fence itself, is what we're understanding. And he's Pater for the fence because it would have fallen down anyway. But because he caused it to happen, he's still going to be chayiv based up in Shemayim. Okay, line one. Next Amud. Nun vav Amud Aleph. Next case. Mar. The master said, if someone bends his friend's wheat towards a fire, okay, what is the case? Heichi! Dummy. What exactly is the case? If you're going to say the fire got there by a regular wind, he knew the fire was coming this way, and there was a natural consequence. But Dinei Adam now in the chayiv, he should also be chayiv in Beis Din. Why? Because that's not indirect. He knew it was coming. I bent it over here. It's like pushing something in front of a car. You knew the car was coming. Okay, so it can't be that case. Ella, line four. But rather, it was the fire came through an unnatural wind. It came with a super duper strong wind, and he didn't know that was going to come. Rav Ashi says, line 5, Tomun Itma. We're talking about Tomun Eish. Now, what is Tomun Eish? If, according to the Mishnah, if you have a covering over something that burns, then the person who set the fire is potter for the item that burnt. So what we're talking about is where the guy, Reuven, covered over Shimon's stuff, and then even when it gets burned, Shimon's gonna the guy who set the fire is not going to have to pay, and that is what we're talking about. So Mishum Deshavi Tamar Be'esh, because it's like Tamar Be'esh. So therefore, since he covered Reuven's items, right, trying to get Levi off because Levi set the fire, but he didn't like directly cause Shimon to lose money. He didn't set the fire. Therefore, he's not chayiv in Beis Din, but he is chayiv in Shemayim. Next case, line 6. Omar Mar, the master said, if someone rents false witnesses, line 7, Heichi! Dummy. What exactly is the case? What are we talking about? If I hire witnesses to help myself, because I'm in trouble, I think I'm going to have to pay. Right? In other words, I have to return the money that I got falsely because it's for myself. I'm going to have to pay. Rather, it's talking about I rent 2 witnesses to help Ezreal. Okay? And then, since I'm not getting any benefit myself, he's getting the benefit, therefore, I'm not going to be chayv Beis Din. But in Shemayim, I'm going to be chayv. Last case, line 9.